Hi, I'm Paige, and I'm here at Perry's Steakhouse having a glass of sour Chardonnay with my friend, winemaker Chantel Forthen, with Flowers, Vineyards, and Winery. Today we're going to be speaking specifically Chardonnay. So there's a lot of different styles of Chardonnay from crisp, bright, tropical, bold, buttery, oaky. So really we want to discuss from vineyard to glass what makes this Chardonnay uniquely flowers. So first of all, cheers. It's so
Cheers.
great to have you here today.
Thank you so much for having
It's beautiful.
me.
So Flowers is rooted in the Sonoma Coast, and that site has a lot of influence from the ocean and also unique soils and elevation. So can you tell us a little bit of what does that add to the wine, and do you see those characteristics in the wine?
It's a great question because I think it actually is what defines the wine and what makes it so distinctive. We're 2 miles, 2 to 7 miles from the ocean for this wine. So the coastal influence brings a lot of really bright acidity. Um, we're at high elevation around hillsides and rocky soils. And so that's bringing this like lovely tension and powdery texture to the
Hmm.
Chardonnay. And then all of these vineyards are surrounded by beautiful coastal forest. And so that brings this really nice freshness and lift to the citrus
Oh, wonderful.
quality.
Yeah, and it definitely does show in the glass.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful job. Now, you farm all organically. Why do you feel that's important, and what does it really add to the wine, if it does add to the wine?
Yeah. So the our state vineyards are farmed organic, and then our grower partners are sustainable. Actually, 99% of Sonoma County is sustainable farming, and something we're really proud of because these are also multi-generational farmers working the land. And for me, from a wine quality standpoint, this is what's allowing this beautiful transparency to site come through. Also, we're building healthy soils, and with healthy soils come healthy plants, healthy fruit, and that also brings more purity to the wine.
So, what you're saying, it's good for your health to have this glass of Chardonnay. That's what
100%.
I heard. I heard it's good for your health. Perfect. That's great. So, this might get a little geeky, but I think it's very unique that you have 100% native yeast in your
Mm,
fermentation process.
yes,
Now, for the common wine drinker consumer, what is that? Can you explain what that means and why that's special? And
sure.
yeah.
100% native fermentation means we're not adding any commercial yeast to the juice to make it turn into wine. And so by doing that, that means we're putting less inputs into the juice itself, and the fermentation is happening very naturally. It's our way in the cellar that we're able to honor the organic and sustainability practices in the vineyard. And again, it's just allowing this beautiful transparency of fruit to shine through without being manipulated.
So now we got healthy and natural. Okay. I'm liking this a little bit more and more. So when it comes to the aging process,
Mm,
100% French oak.
right.
So just want to talk a little bit about that. What does it do to the wine? Because I think most people think Chardonnay, they go immediate oak, butter bomb.
Right.
And this is such a beautifully balanced glass.
Yes.
So I just want to talk about that process and what it does for the wine.
Yeah. So while we're aging in 100% French oak, very little of it is new oak. And new oak is what's going to bring those buttery brioche, flinty qualities to the wine. And so we're using like 18% new oak in this
Oh,
blend
okay.
in order to just kind of frame up the wine, bring in a little bit of length, round out some of that really bright, fresh acidity, and not overpower what's happening in the wine.
Well, it definitely shows. So when now you've got from the vineyard to the fermentation to the aging, now we're ready to bottle. So what do you look for in the Chardonnay before you say yes, it's ready for bottle for flavor profile and also structure?
Yeah. The for Sonoma Coast Chardonnay, I really love the citrus aromatics. And there's always this really beautiful kind of minerality that's coming from being grown so close to the ocean. There's this freshness from the botanical quality of the forest. And on the palate, I love when the wine gains a little bit of weight. And so it has some roundness in the mouth, but it never loses that really brilliant texture, that
Hmm.
fine grained powdery quality that's just driving the wine to the finish.
It's so beautifully balanced.
Thank
That
you.
acidity really shines through, and then it does have that lingering finish. So absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Now, with this wine, I mean, I love to enjoy wine by itself, but if I were to enjoy it with food, as
Mm.
most do, what do you recommend of a dish that would really bring out the qualities of this wine?
I think because there's so much beautiful coastal minerality and freshness in this wine, any kind of seafood pairing is going to go really well. So, oysters on the half shell or scallops, anything that has kind of a bright citrus sauce to it, beautiful.
Perfect. Wonderful. Now, what would you like people to take away after enjoying a glass of flower Chardonnay and the moment that they have when they're having that glass? What do you feel?
I hope they feel the intentionality behind these wines. These wines are grown in a really special place on the Sonoma Coast in California, and our entire goal is to translate you to that place. So I hope you feel the vibrancy and freshness of the Sonoma Coast.
Well, I'm feeling quite vibrant and fresh right now with this glass. So, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
Thank
And,
you, Jean.
cheers to this beautiful
Cheers.
glass. Thank you. And if you want one of these glasses for yourself, please come join us at Perry's Steakhouse and have it by the glass.